Hello everybody, it's you the Exceptional Gamer here, bringing you another new series to the channel called Remember That Map, which consists of reminiscing on all of the Call of Duty Zombies maps we have now, and I thought I would start this series with by far one of the most memorable Zombies maps of all time, which is Ascension. Ascension is one of those maps that you either love or hate. Personally, I love it, and looking back on it, maybe some of you that hate the map might give it a little bit of credit too. So I'm going to start this off by talking about spawning into the map. The way you spawn into the map is unique since you're going down on a lunar lander and a lower down, so you kind of travel into the map and fly down, whereas with other maps you just spawn in on the spot. This is nothing major, but it's just a good detail. The next thing I'm going to talk about is one of the things that made this map iconic, which is the Gersh devices. If one of these were thrown, it would create a black hole which would suck in and consume zombies, and it really did help get out of sticky situations and also give you enough time to revive down teammates. These are by far, in my opinion, the best tactical equipment in Zombies. Another new piece of tactical equipment introduced in the map, Ascension, was the Matryoshka dolls. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. I even looked this shit up, so I mean, I'm trying. So the Matryoshka dolls acted like cluster grenades. So when you throw it, more grenades come out of it, it explodes, more grenades will come out of it like small grenades, but obviously this was in the form of Matryoshka dolls, making this a unique idea, and they're pretty fun to use. A returning weapon was the Thunder Gun, which was familiar to players going into this map from Kino to Toten since this was DLC 1, and it also fits the theme of the map since the Thunder Gun was made in Ascension, so it makes sense. Speaking of wonder weapons, if you had a ray gun, you could go over to the rocket when you were about to unlock Pack-a-Punch and launch it. When the rocket is setting off, shoot it with the ray gun consistently and the whole rocket will explode. This was a fun little Easter egg, and if I remember right, back in Black Ops 1 you would get a double points. However, in the Zombies Chronicles version you don't get a power up. I also remember there was one spot in the map which everyone kited zombies and got to really ridiculously high rounds. This place is found where one of the lunar lander spots is, and it was where PhD Flopper used to be. In the map Ascension, we were introduced to two new perks that were well received. These were Stamina Up and PhD Flopper. Stamina Up made the player run faster and for longer, and PhD Flopper allowed players to be able to dolphin dive from a certain height and make an explosion, killing nearby zombies and also not taking fall damage. This also granted you the ability to not take explosive damage, making using weapons such as the ray gun and the Mustang and Sally fully safe. But that is until the Cosmic Monkeys come and take away your perks. Seriously, these guys are so annoying, it just hurts. So for those of you that don't know how these mini bosses worked, because that's what they were like dog rounds where they would come every so often. It was every 6 rounds roughly. But these guys, they would crash down in a lunar lander by the looks of it. I think it was a lunar lander. And they would go for whatever perk it is you have. They would go to where the machine was. And if they hit it long enough, because they jump onto it, they start hitting it, and if they hit it for long enough, you would lose that perk. You could obviously buy it back, but you'd just lose it from your character. So there was this big strategy where people wouldn't get Juggernog. They wouldn't open the door to Juggernog, so they wouldn't buy it, and so the monkeys couldn't attack it. And if you managed to get through the round without letting them touch the perk machines, you would get a free perk. And so everybody tried to get Jug from one of them random free perks that they drop, as well as a max ammo. and it worked. It did help people get to high rounds, but it did definitely limit their perk choice. I feel as if the people that did go for the high rounds back then, if they would have had more perk choice, because the monkeys were obviously restricting that, if they could have been able to have like their full perk setup, they would have gone to really high rounds, like even higher rounds. And remembering back to glitches, as far as glitches go, I never really remember any, but there was this one time back on Black Ops 1, I was playing it and I met this guy in a lobby, and he showed me this really cool glitch, and it was just where that like training spot was. If you did this certain thing with the way you meleeed, you could lunge at a zombie, but it would put you on top of this like invisible barrier, and you would go like in the sky. It would be in the sky, and zombies couldn't touch it. It was just where the kind of railing was, where the banister was, like the balcony that went upstairs to the barrier at that place. It was just next to there, so it was in the air, invisible barrier. Took me a few practices, and then I did it eventually. But there were a few of these spots. Obviously they've patched them now. If you guys know what I'm on about, then just please tell me I'm not alone on this. But in conclusion, whether you love this map or hate it, you can't deny the fact that this map added so many new features and stood out as a unique map, making it a classic. But anyways guys, I'm gonna leave this video here today. If you enjoyed and you want to see more of this series, be sure to smash that like button, comment what map you'd like to see me look back on next, and subscribe for more. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.